Yeah, I had a guitar after. You're not gonna write something cool on guitar. It's kind of fun. You take the right way home. No. 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 Don't save. Delete. I got. I think I've written. Holy shit. I just played this shit. It sounds kind of cool. What was it? Fine, that's what I'm gonna say. The Frank stuff was just fucking shit house. I take realities apart and I see it in the grass, and you see it taking hold and I see it taking hold. I take realities apart and I see it on the grass, and I see it in the part and I see it taking hold. I make realities apart and you wanna take dog. Alright, you gotta move. Come on. Move. Get up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 yeah. Whoa. And then the dog. Take reality apart to know about us, 'cause you can see us in the dark. I won't allow us. I won't allow us to stop away. I don't wanna leave a mark. No, I don't wanna leave a mark. Get out of my way. I can see it in your face. You won't allow us to stay. This is my time. You can't take me from here. Alright. This is my like rendition of some Australian rock thing. I am happy that I got something together, because holy shit, it's been really difficult. That's been like 4.5 hours of work, and try to do some Frank thing at the beginning, and it was just not happening. But we got something, and I'm happy with that. Let's have a listen. It's a reality apart to know about us. If you can see us in the dark, you know about us. So, whoa. That's kind of fun, to be fair. It came together like really stuttery. Like I did one bit and then I did another bit completely separately, and then I tried to piece them together, and then I did another bit, and I was like, how's this gonna work? So there's a modulation. We moved from G to C, I think. And that only happened accidentally because
I wanted to play the 1-4 progression, which is the second bit, in the same key, but I forgot that it started on the 1 rather than the 4. I thought it started on the 4, so I went down to 1 and it was a new one.
That probably means nothing to you, but so it was an accident. But yeah, pretty happy with how that went. I'm fucking tired. But now let's talk about yesterday. And if you didn't see the first episode in this series, I've started making these folders of sounds that are used by specific artists, and I continued on that yesterday. Yesterday I filled out those Harry Styles folders that I was working on last week, and I ended up actually using them a lot today, even though today was more of an Australian rock vibe. And I'm actually really happy that I did, because yesterday I went for a walk after working on them all day. And I was pretty disillusioned because it's hard to see like where they even fit in when you're not even making music, because I was just working on the sounds all day.
This is the Lindrum from 1982.
So I was just like, am I ever going to even use these sounds? Do I want to keep doing the folders of artists and getting the samples together? That is the big question I'm asking right now, because today was a fucking grind. But I mean, like, on that walk I ended up concluding that yes, I need to make some music tomorrow, otherwise I will lose my fucking mind. I think I've just answered my own problems. I'm gonna make some music tomorrow, and that'll hopefully help me recenter my perspective for what I need for these packs and why I'm even doing it in the first place. But it's really nice to have like used it today and to know that it wasn't a waste of time. It's actually really useful for my workflow. So I got some drums done, the drum kits, so I dragged in that addictive drums thing for the live drums. I got some guitar groups, which I did drag in. I made some bass patches, which I also dragged in, and then some melodic patches, which I also used, which is really good. I just need to get the vocals done. But as for today, I'm glad I ended up writing some lyrics in the end, and like finally, like I haven't written lyrics in ages, and I just kind of threw something together. It doesn't really mean much. Let's actually write some lyrics, finally. You've been working for the man. He's got his heel up your ass. I don't know how you asked me. I've been running from the man. I've been running from the man. You're right. In my head, cause you can see me in the dark. I don't know if I expected. So yeah, that was difficult, a massive grind just then. Wow. But I feel so much better for having made it. I'm gonna go and fucking lie on the couch now. Okay, I think it's time that I give you some context of where I've come from musically, where I want to go musically with this album, and then how any of what I'm doing right now is going to help me get there. When I started making music, I was really inspired by people like Rufus Du Sol, Australian electronic artists, Kygo, obviously from Norway, Hayden James, another Aussie, and then extending on that, Disclosure. And that bled into my early releases and what I used to make. I used to make house influenced dance stuff, which was like melodic and had vocals. It was pop house, but with my own twist, if you can call it a twist, when the twist is just you're not good enough to make stuff that sounds like these guys. But anyway, that was my first like, what, 4 releases? Very electronic sounding, basically. Even though I try to incorporate as many natural elements as possible, including my violin. But then after that, I wrote Transit. And that was like a point where I was listening to tons of this. This is definitely the biggest influence on Transit. and as was Harry's House. You could kind of say that I fell in love with the singer-songwriter thing a little bit more and decided to move in that direction. But that'd be ignoring the fact that I've always loved that stuff. One of the big reasons I started making electronic dance music vibes was because it was so accessible to a producer. It's a lot harder to make singer-songwriter shit if you can't play instruments. And I learned piano and guitar while trying to produce this stuff. And Transit ended up being the most raw and honest and real expression of myself and my favorite sound that I've done. And I can't stop.
But I'll probably forget midnight. I swear I've looked at the same face in each different place in the world. Girl, I need you all the same.
That is definitely more the direction I want to go in. And I don't want to stop at Transit. I want to develop that sound more and more. And the way to do that is to understand the genres that I'm doing. I at a very surface level, understood the way Mac did his stuff and some of the aesthetics, and that was enough to create Transit. But now I want to dive deeper into those genres and understand it better and actualize a sound which is a lot more refined. I don't know, I could be overthinking this a bit more, but who knows. Hopefully that at least starts to explain why I'm being so analytical with these sounds right now. So with this context, now I want to show you guys why it's actually so important that I get better at guitar and what that actually means. Actually, another big issue I had was that a lot of Harry's sounds are, and the stuff that he does is very much guitar based. And I'm okay at guitar, but I can't play in a lot of the patterns that he does. So that's a big barrier to actually getting anything that sounds like it. If I want to get that sound more in my music, I just need to get better at guitar. I might show you what I'm like on guitar. I mean, you've kind of seen. It's becoming bleedingly obvious. I've kind of known it for a while that I just need to get better at guitar. The way I see guitar is like, you've got the basic chords, the fucking hell. But except for like very cowboy type stuff, you rarely, or finger picking, you don't use these chords to make music. After that stage, you get to the stage where you're playing different chords like bar chords, but even those are still very filled out and you're not going to use many of those in songs. So you start to learn triads, and those are the ones which are actually kind of used. But hang on, guitarists often write melodies, so you got to learn a bit of lead guitar. There is a lot of fucking shit to learn. I'm gonna learn a riff on guitar, and then I'll show you at the end. Yeah, I mean, that's not anything special. That's just a second inversion to a first inversion. Okay, let's learn something else. Basically what I'm trying to say is that writing riffs, I can't write riffs, and I can hardly even play riffs. Fucking, that was really bad. But you get the idea, something that has chords and melodies in it, and you could play that and that could be an idea for a song. I need to get to that point where I can write riffs on guitar and I can comfortably fuck around on guitar and come up with cool ideas. And if I'm gonna try and delve into the rock place, I need to be able to do that so that I can start writing rock here in my room. And I don't really know how to get to that point. Well, I kind of do. I just need to get better at triads and lead and play a lot more songs and then get those ideas in my head and then get better at knowing. Okay, I kind of know where I need to take it. If there are any guitarists watching, which I assume there are, can you please tell me how to get there? What a good route to go is for someone with my knowledge, because I guess you've probably seen like what sort of knowledge I have. Okay, fuck it, that's what we're learning. Dude, I'm kind of realizing that Sticky Fingers doesn't have that many like complicated guitar riffs. They're just melodies that I could play right now, but just layered a bit. It's not necessarily that I need to get like way better at fucking everything and being able to actually fully write a riff. It's just that I need to get more comfortable on this instrument so that when I have ideas, I can kind of transfer them into here. None of these songs, none of them are particularly hard things. They just have to have been thought of. Interesting. That's an interesting insight. I'll keep you guys updated on how I go at getting better at this. Yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. I might do a little bit more file organization today with rock. But again, that feels like a lot less important than this. If I can't play this shit, there's no point having the drum sounds for it. I feel like this will be the last episode for a little while. Now I kind of just need to like put my head down and get a little bit of stuff done. And I don't want these videos completely getting in the way of that. So yeah, I hope you enjoy these last few days. The random thing I made yesterday as well, that was kind of fun. And I'm seriously looking forward to making more progress towards where I want to be writing an album, because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing realistically. Oh yeah, and I've been meaning to ask for this a bit more. Please hit subscribe if this is not your first video, and sign up to the email list somewhere. I'll put it on the screen. It's really good, and there was a fun newsletter that came out this morning about your creative perspective and why managing it is the most important thing as a creative. Lots more like that. Alright, bye.
It takes reality apart to know about us, 'cause you can see us in the dark. I won't allow us to waste away.